Hello, my little grains of sand, and welcome back to SketchBook Thoughts, where I share my thoughts on something while you watch me draw a character from the show. Today I'm continuing my review of Season 7 of Clone Wars and talking about the Ahsoka's arc, which I have to say is a very big disappointment. Okay, so basically our girl Ahsoka Tano has left the Jedi Order because of that cow, Bir Sophie, and we are seeing her trying to adapt to her new mundane life in the lower levels of Coruscant. On her journey, she meets two of the most annoying side characters I've ever seen in Clone Wars, Trace and Rafa. And they get into trouble with the Pikes over some lost spice that Trace decided to dump in mid-hyperspace like a dumbass. Okay, lots to diss here. So I know I was very excited to see my favorite ex-Jedi, Ahsoka, get her own arc and all, but I found the overall arc frustrating. Unlike the Bad Batch arc where I loved every bit of it, these episodes were so forgettable, I even had trouble coming up with thoughts for the episode of Sketchbook Thoughts. That's how bad it was. I understand these were supposed to be a break from all the action and focus on character interactions and how Ahsoka was doing in her life away from the war. But let's be honest, we watched a show for the action and the clones, not this quiet crap nonsense. Anyway, in the first episode, we see her crash land on a platform where we meet Trace, who looks like she has a poodle's butt on her head, just saying. Apparently, she's a mechanic, and her sister Rafa are in need of some money, and for some reason, Ahsoka goes along with them on these mishaps of theirs. Really, not much is going on here. Ahsoka meets some people, they get into trouble, she helps them. That's it. That's the plot. Very boring. Okay, so as you can tell, I'm not a fan of these new characters. I don't know, I just find them very annoying and very dumb. I guess I'm not the only one either. From what I heard, a lot of people were very frustrated with this arc too. I don't blame them. I mean, more than like halfway in the season, which I might add is supposed to be conclusion of the best cartoon show ever, and with only 12 episodes. It's like being wasted on filler. Come on, David Filoni, what were you thinking? The second episode picks up a little, but not by much. We see our main group leave Coruscant on Trace's Frankenstein of a ship called the Silver Angel, which sounds like something out of a fanfic. As much as I dislike this arc, I do have a favorite part. It's where we see Ahsoka and Anakin sense each other from the Silver Angel. I had to admit, it was a really good moment. It was a big goof the whole scene. I've always loved their relationship. Even so far apart, their bond will always be strong. Except when he's trying to kill her. Anyway, next we see them on Kessel, where they pick up spice, which is like a drug in this universe. But while we're there, we see lots of corruption and slaves working the mines. You know, normal Star Wars stuff. So the spice is for a criminal gang who looks like a caterpillar with legs called the Pikes. Wonder who came up with that one. Sounds like a wood logging company. In this episode, we get some action, but again, not very much. So this is where Trace really gets on my nerves. I don't really mind her at first, but as we get to know her, I thought she was pretty naive and kinda dumb. I mean, she thinks dumping the spice will save her ship? Yeah, because that's how that works. She's just full of bad choices. For example, when she accidentally went into a military lane? I mean, come on. Even I know you shouldn't do that, and I'm not even part of that universe. Come on, she lives on Coruscant. She must see these ships go by every day. You think a girl from the lower levels of planet, where that's basically their ghetto, would be smarter. Okay, now we're on episode 3, almost over. Episode 3 is by far the worst of Season 7, for obvious reasons. It begins in their cell, and ends in their cell. What a waste of time. Sure, lots would say it gives them a chance to learn more about Trace and Rafa, but then I would say so? They're just throwaway characters. After this, we will probably never see them again, and nobody cares. Like, really, all they were was just filler. Sure, maybe helps Ahsoka and us, the audience, see things from a different point of view, and how the war is affecting normal people, but still, I think it could have been done better in my opinion. But that's just me nitpicking. Hey, last episode of this nonsense. So Rafa is once again blaming Ahsoka for their predicaments, even after Ahsoka came back to save their ungrateful butts. So character growth with Rafa and Trace? No, not at all. They just bicker and whine, even though Ahsoka was doing all she could to save them from being killed. Sure, Rafa maybe did change a little and went back to rescue Ahsoka, but I'm pretty sure she could have saved herself, but whatever. Overall, really boring, waste of episodes, and very annoying side characters. It was messy and unsatisfying. It just feels like a side quest, and a not very good one, I might add. Well, good thing the next episodes make up for this monstrosities. Well, thank you for watching, and be on the lookout for part 3 of my review. See you, lovelies!